Hello everyone, my name's Michael Bonham, and I'm speaking to you from the Niles, Essanay Silent Film Museum, and I'm here in the projection room of our 108-year-old Nickelodeon Theater. And we hope to have our movies in our theater up and running again by sometime this fall. So keep in touch with us on that. So welcome to Chaplin Days 2021 online. We always like to start with Charlie Chaplin's 5 Niles Essanay films. And I would like to talk to you now about the second film he made here in Niles, The Champion. Now, Charlie and Bronco Billy Anderson, the A of Essanay, were both big fight fans. In 1911, Bronco Billy made a film called Spike Shannon's Last Fight. And in 1914, when Charlie Chaplin was still with the Keystone Studio, he made a film called The Knockout, where the two boxers were Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle and Edgar Kennedy. Charlie played the referee in that film. So they decided to make a boxing film here. Now, for the cast, the tough boxer that Charlie knocks out in the gym was played by Ernest Van Pelt. Great name. Also, in that film, one of the sparring partners that Van Pelt knocks out was played by Lloyd Bacon. Now, Bacon started his film career right here in Niles with Essanay, and would later go on to become a top director in Hollywood and directed a few of the Busby Berkeley musicals in the 30s. Also in that film was Leo White. He plays the villain who tries to bribe Charlie into throwing the fight. Also in a small role, but you'll know her when you see her, is the lovely Edna Purviance. Now, Edna was Charlie's leading lady here in Niles and continued to be his leading lady for the next 8 years. So she stayed with him quite a while because their film chemistry was so good. Now, the boxer that Charlie meets in the championship fight is played by Big Bud Jameson. They brought Bud in to be the bully in Chaplin's films, which he usually gets the better of. And at 6'2" and 270 pounds, Bud definitely filled that bill. Also, if you look at the bleachers in this fight, you'll see Leo White right down there front and center, and to his right you will see Bronco Billy Anderson, the A of Essanay, just in there as an extra. Also, if you watch, you'll see a peanut vendor stumbling through the crowd at one time. That's Ben Turpin, who played Charlie's partner in his first film here in Niles, A Night Out. Also playing a small but very important role in the cast was a bulldog named Quapaw Lord Ori. He turns out to be the hero of the film right at the end. And when I say the end, I mean the end. You'll get it when you see the film. I'd like to show you a few filming locations that they did for The Champion. The first is along the fence at the G Street side of the studio grounds. The first shot here is through the gate at the fence as you're looking out into the town from the studio grounds, and in the distance you see the Township Register building. The next one, you're looking from G Street through the gate in toward the studio, and you see right behind Charlie a little bit of the glass stage. They filmed the gym scene underneath the glass stage there, and in that picture you can see a chubby looking guy observing it all. That was Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle. He wasn't in the film, but he and Charlie were good friends from their time together at Keystone. And he was up here with Mabel Normand doing a film at the World's Fair in San Francisco. Another location is right there at the corner of Niles Boulevard and G Street. There, Charlie confronts a cop, and behind them is the studio building. Of course, you can't tell because they cut off the top of the building with the letters on it. That concludes my talk about The Champion. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Charlie Chaplin Days. So a big thank you from me, and a big thank you from Charlie and Edna. I have another announcement. We will be opening our museum and store to the public on weekends again, starting on the 26th and 27th of this month. Our museum and store hours will be from 12 to 4 as they were before. And we hope to open our theater sometime in the fall for showing movies again. Also, the museum now owns the property that we sit on, and we are planning a major renovation for our building. We are bringing it back to its 1913 roots, as you can see by the photo of the architect's model that was made for us. It takes a lot of money though, so we are hoping that you can donate and help us bring the museum building back to its heyday. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and your donation is tax deductible. All you have to do is go on our website, nilesfilmmuseum.org, and click on the Donate tab at the top of the page. If you'd like to send a check, you can make it out to NESFM and send it to Niles Essanay Silent Film Museum, 37417 Niles Boulevard, Fremont, California, 94536. Your generosity will help make our museum one of the jewels of the Bay Area. So thank you for listening, and please enjoy the rest of Charlie Chaplin Days.